show us some tea? Exactly. Look at the handsome young man over there. All right. Thank you so much for bringing me up, our beautiful hosts. And of course, I'm going to start by appreciating Babcock University for this opportunity. I love when schools are not only educating but also impacting their students. It's not only about learning ABCs, it's about knowing how to use the ABCs in real life application. So this is a very laudable program, and of course to Dr. Akinpelu for bringing us all together here. He's an amazing father, pastor, coach, and a mentor to myself and many. He's a catalyst for change, as we call him. All right, so you guys already heard, like they literally called the whole list of things. I was wondering, I'm like, are they talking about me? Is that person me? At some point, I'm like, okay, this is interesting. But my name is Princess Agunbiade. I love to be called powerful princess. Thank you. Let me comment. Anyway, everything that I am, they already said, and even more. So I don't need to go through all of that anymore. But I'm the host of Beauty, Brace, and the Bag podcast. That wasn't announced or that wasn't mentioned, but I'd like you guys to know that I have a podcast that is really committed to self-improvement. So if you're on a self-improvement journey, please check it out. Alright, so let's start with a little exercise. I love the faces, but I think I can do more, right? So just repeat after me. I woke up this morning totally lacking everything it takes to be average. Okay, you said it, but you did not add the conviction. I want to hear that conviction, like you're sure. Amazing. Because I am of a divine heritage, therefore, I am phenomenal and will excel at everything I do. Can I hear an amen? Can I hear an amen? Alright, so let's proceed. We're talking about emerge. When Dr. Aki told me, oh, you're going to speak on the topic emerge, I'm like, okay, that's my thing. And he was like, I trust you. I'm like, please don't get your hopes too high. I feel for hope small. Alright, but I don't want to just talk. I really want us to have a conversation because, we are all on a journey of life, myself included. So, yeah, let's talk about this thing, emerge. If you try to define emerge, the dictionary defines it as coming out of something and becoming visible or becoming apparent. But I did dig a little deeper, and I saw that there's a particular verse of the Bible that really struck me. Now, this is, you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. And neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew chapter 5, verse 14 to 16. That's deep. When you think about it, that's very deep. Because this is literally telling you that you're not just a random person. You're not just princess. You're not just, what's your name? Lola, my beautiful Lola. You're not just, what's your name? Any Tom. Anita, you're not just Anita. You are a light of the world. You are the light of the world. So imagine lighting a lamp and then you're covering it with something. So this is just clearly telling us that whenever we dim our lights, we offend God. He didn't create us to be hiding away because He wants the light that He's put inside you to shine. Imagine this hall right now. All these lights are turned off. The stage is going to be dark. So people who are there cannot see the stage. So what it means is that whatever God has put on the stage, now you can't see it. So when you turn up, when you dim your light, the part of the world that God has placed you in to illuminate, you have darkened that place. Now you can no longer illuminate the place. Whatever God is trying to show through you, you have hidden it. Any creator wants their invention to be used to its optimal purpose. So when you hide your light, you are not working at your optimal purpose. You are dimming yourself and you're not making the inventor happy. Am I communicating? Right. So I want us to have that at, back of our heads while I proceed with my lecture/training, whichever this will be. Okay, so let's walk to the opposite of emerge. If you're not emerging, what? You're disappearing. I don't think anybody here wants to disappear. Right? You want to disappear? No, exactly. So now that means you must be intentional about your emergence, otherwise you disappear. Okay, now the purpose of emergence is transformation. You're changing from one phase of yourself into the other phase. Now I love this word so much. This word is metamorphosis. Is anybody familiar with the word metamorphosis? We don't have science students here. Nobody knows the word. Please, a whole Babcock. If you want to make me fear. Okay, exactly. So we know what it means, right? We know what metamorphosis is. Great. Metamorphosis is just, in biology, it's transformation from an immature form to an adult form. Metamorphosis happens in butterfly. You know the butterfly process now, from egg to larva to pupa, then into the beautiful butterfly. Imagine if the butterfly stayed in the larva. You just go to a garden and you're seeing lava everywhere. What's the beauty? Some of us right now, that's what we are doing. We are staying larvas. So when people walk into the room, they're not appreciating the beauty because you are staying in your larva form. Some said it's egg, they just stay in that egg because growth is such an uncomfortable thing for them. So they want to just stay familiar, stay in their familiar environment. Yes, growth is painful, but growth is important. Growth is very important, right? For us to be able to behold all your greatness, you need to be ready to metamorphose, right? Okay, so it's not metamorphose, it's metamorphose. Before I want to see what English police now on Insta blog tomorrow say Princess said metamorphose. Please correct it. Okay, so let's talk about the steps to metamorphosing. The first step, identify who you are. When they ask you a question, who are you? You just say, my name is Princess. My name is Tayo. Or my name is Richard. Because we've identified ourselves as our names, so we just going to say that our names are who we are. There's nothing wrong with your name. Your name is your name, right? But your name is a label. If you change your name tomorrow, it doesn't really change who you are, right? So the name is just a label. So who are you? When I talk about who are you, I'm talking about what makes you you. Like, what's your mission? What's your purpose? What mission or what purpose are you fulfilling here on earth, right? So if you are talking about metamorphosis, you want to start with knowing who you are, what you're supposed to be doing here on earth, right? We'll talk about that, but I want to talk about something. When I tell people, tell me who you are, they start talking about who they are in the present, who they are right now, and that's not a bad approach, but there's a difference between your ideal self and your real self, right? Your real self is the person that you are right now, as you are, raw, unrefined, right? Or maybe you need to refine, but at your current stage. But when I talk about your ideal self, that is the person that you aspire to be. When you think about yourself in the best form of it, right? That's your ideal self. For example, I'm going to use some popular women, right? I talk to women a lot, so most of my examples are women. So for the guys, just try and, relate. So let's talk about Kamala Harris. So for a young girl, we're like, oh, I want to be like Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris could be someone's ideal self. Not her as a person, but what she's done with herself, right? Now, you as Princess, you're not Kamala Harris level yet, but your real self is where you are right now. Your ideal self is the person that you are aspiring to be.